Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be breaking down Tymon Kolasinski'S best Rubik's Cube round start ever, with which he got a 5.05 average, which is technically a world record fail. So, yeah, this is pretty exciting, although he did not get the world record. These solves are, of course, world class in an official competition, and, it's Tymon Solutions, it's always really worth digging into. So, of course, I'll be breaking this down. Let's start with the first solve, which is a 4.56. Here, Tymon does a yellow X cross heading up to the first free pair, which is going to be these two. His cross pieces are here, 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 and here. And look for these two pieces, as we'll use them to complete the X cross. So what he'll do is to insert these two separately, while also pairing up the cross. So as you can see, we can insert this green one relative to the orange, like so. And that will place this edge along with its center and also pair up this block. And now that leaves this pair, and we can solve all of these pieces and preserve this one in the same time, like so. Notice that we solve this block, that edge, and this is still a free pair. D2, insert that into the back. And now here, tragically, Tymon missed this, and then pairing up will solve these, solving this one will solve these two. But he just went straight for the rotation and solved these two, and then those. And then finally into a really nice ZBL. Alright, let's move on to the second scramble, which is a 492. He got this on. This is a pretty straightforward scramble. He just does pure CFOP here. Just first white cross. His cross pieces are here, 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 and here. He just solves the green one, and then that final red one. Now here he does a very characteristic Tymon move, which is a wide U. He often does that in cross to make it better for execution. Now here he did miss this free pair, but he just did what he planned, which is these two. And then you choose to solve these two. And now those into the back, and now finally these two. Here Tymon hesitates a little bit to recognize this 2GLL, which he knows all of H2GLL if I'm not mistaken. And then just does the 2GLL, which is very simple. Just a standard OLL algorithm. Now the third scramble is a impressive 428, and in my opinion had the best solution overall. His cross pieces on white are here, 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 and here. And we're also going to preserve our first pair in this one, which is these two. Now these two will actually maintain as a free pair once we do the cross. So when we solve this orange one, and then you do a wide U prime, wide U prime, I'm getting messed up. Again, characteristic of Tymon. And then solving that last two cross edges, we actually keep this as a free pair. Now we're left with these two and these two. This is a pretty bad FTL case because solving these two is okay, but we'll still have this really bad orientation for this corner. But Tymon, being the pseudo god, of course, notice that this edge is solved, so we can solve this corner into here, and then these two will actually become a pseudo pair. So we insert this corner. These will be a free pseudo pair, and he just inserts that into its slot, and then just finally that last pair into this OLL. Now Tymon, now I normally use this alg for this OLL, for the ZBLL, but Tymon does a much better alg. He does this, which I think I'll definitely swap my alg for this one, because I think that's much better. But anyway, that was his best Rubik's Cube round start ever. Notice that he did get 3 insanely fast sub-5 singles to start, and he very well could have gotten the world record on these two, and on the last two solves if he gotten some lucky scrambles. But unfortunately he didn't. But Tymon being Tymon still has amazing solutions even when they're not sub-5s. So let's break that down. The fourth solve is a 568. His cross pieces are here, 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 here on white again. Notice that we have this F2L edge connected to all these pieces, so we can be inserted along with those. So what he's going to do here is an X cross on white. Notice also this corner, which goes with this one. So once we can solve these two and that one, and also this F2L edge, like so, we can notice that we can do something very nice also with this pair and also these two, because this is already solved. We just need to insert this corner. And if you're very familiar, if you planned a lot of X crosses, you can see that this type of pattern is very common to set up into a free pair into, because if we just solve this last cross edge and then just solve this one into its slot, we can actually pair up these two. Now, very luckily, he also gets a third pre-pair very nicely. And then just that. Unfortunately, he did miss the VLS, which is just canceling into OLL. But he just does this into OLL and then PLL. Alright, the last solve is a 602, the only solve that is not sub 6. It's almost like sub 6 is easy for him. But anyway, he does another white cross again, standard. His cross pieces are here, 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 and wait, what? Okay, sorry. Here, 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 and here. I pointed to the 1-1. So basically, he's going to insert these three very conventionally, like so, setting these two up, and then like that. Now finally, just inserting this last one. And now we have our free pair, first pair right here, like so. But of course, Tymon is the pseudo-god. He immediately noticed this this F2 ledge already being solved and this free pseudo-pair. So he just inserted them straight away with a wide U prime. Sorry, wide U prime. Again, very characteristic of Tymon. His execution is always the best when he does those, those wide U's instead of D's and rotations. He just inserts this one and then just does this last corner to make up for the pseudo-pair insertion. And now just this last pair. Now, unfortunately, he gets a absolutely horrendous last layer with a dot OLL and a very characteristic Tymon E prime. Like that. So yeah, that was the average. Those last two solves weren't exactly the luckiest of scrambles, so therefore he didn't get world record. But still, these solutions are still amazing. Still a very nice average, 5.05. I hope you learned something from this breakdown, and like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next one.